Yes. We are having a very strange
and
special evening here on Radio Van 103.0. You're listening to Amerikan in Yerevan with Ina MK.
And Steven Oxner, who is today, 1-year-old daddy.
A 1-year-old baby daddy.
Yes, 1-year-old baby daddy. And and this is not...
Who's your baby daddy?
Baby daddy. And this is not the only holiday that we're celebrating
today. It's like a festival today.
Yeah.
There's
like
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
It's the birthday of evil.
Yeah, birthday of evil. Birthday of Stevie Wonder.
It's the birthday of Stevie Wonder. Birthday of my niece, Della.
Yeah, Della, hello and
Della.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Della.
And Anna Maria's birthday.
Anna Maria's birthday, yes.
And
I have
also
been a father. It's hard to believe.
Yeah,
and also my student, Marinka Dovlatov Bekyan.
Wow.
Isn't that a wild name?
Yeah,
Dovlatov, and then they just added Bekyan at the end.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Marinka. Happy birthday, Della, Anna Maria, and of course Stevie Wonder.
And Friday. 13th.
And happy birthday, Friday the 13th. It seems like we've been having a lot of those this year.
Yeah.
This isn't the only second chance. Is it?
Well,
I think it's the third one.
That we are on air.
Right. Since we started our season, it's probably the third one, but of this year, it's only the second. They happen more often than I thought they did.
Yeah. I wonder, is that a sign?
Is it a sign?
Is that a sign?
Well, today, since the weather is so changing, but mostly getting warmer and warmer. Today was wild because it was cloudy and rainy a little bit, but I was still so hot at home.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a shirt on all day. I can tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite an experience.
Naked daddy.
Yeah, naked daddy hanging out with Anna Maria on her birthday. She found my belly button, and I showed her that she had a belly button too. And I thought, it's summer, so why don't we talk about today what we do in the summer? Since I'm new to Armenia and I haven't been around so much, and since you've never been to Colorado, I thought we could exchange stories. Let's say,
perfect.
I just came here and you want me to see everything cool that is possible to see in Armenia in a short period of time, and then I will tell you, if you came to Colorado, what you have to see in Colorado in the summertime. Yeah?
Deal.
So that's where we're going to go.
Let's do
it. And if you have any ideas on what we should see in either your own hometown where you are across the globe right now, or somewhere in Armenia, we might not, Ina might not know about every place in Armenia.
Sure, of course.
Although maybe you do. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
It would be great if there was like some kind of like hidden place and someone called and they said, Steven, I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you on the air because it's a secret place. But I'll tell you on your Facebook page or something. That's really what I'm dreaming about. It's a very selfish idea that I had today.
And we're not allowed to read that on air.
No, of course it's a secret place.
Okay.
And I'll tell everyone a secret place here because there aren't that many people going to Colorado from Armenia. But if you went, it would be cool.
Well, someday
right now we're going to listen to Michael Frank's Loving You More and More.
One thing's for sure, I've been loving you more and more.
If you want me to, if you want me to. There was more to that. Turns out that it's just if you want me to.
Okay.
Raul Midon. That's a cool one. It's got like a nice samba feel.
True.
It fits our summer theme.
Smells like vacation house.
Smells like vacation house. Smells like Mexico.
Lake Sevan.
Smells like Bacardi and pina coladas on the beach, which we have none of in Colorado. But one thing we do have is this place called Garden of the Gods. Have you ever heard of Garden of the Gods?
No, but it sounds really seductive.
Well, I guess you would have to have kind of strange taste to be seduced by Garden of the Gods, because it's a big park of giant rocks.
Oh.
And it's unbelievable. So it's all sandstone, which means that these rocks were formed by millions of years of pressure. And Colorado used to be an ocean, a giant ocean. Well, it was like an inland ocean, they called it. I think it was a freshwater ocean. And when it dried up, then all of the rain started to take the earth away and took the earth away for a really, really long time. And what was left were these giant towers of sandstone.
Wow.
And they're just gigantic, and you can climb on them. You can walk around them. They have a great infrastructure. There's a loop that you can drive all the way around. And one time, I can tell you this story. We used to like to go there at night a lot because it's right next to town. It's right. It's like going to Cascade or like going to Bangladesh, for example.
That's cool. It's pretty close.
We went there at night one time with my good friend, and we heard these like loud sounds, like, and then we kind of like started looking around, and we saw that there was a Dodge Viper and a Ford Charger, I think. No, Dodge Charger and a Dodge Viper. Yeah, racing around the park, going ultra fast. And there were these two guys decided that they were going to race around the track a few times, and they did this for like 30 minutes. And you think, how is it possible that the police haven't come after them yet? Because they were flying, just going so fast. And you could hear, if we couldn't see their headlights, we could hear where they were located, because there's this like a road that goes all the way around the center of the park. So that's Garden of the Gods. And you should definitely go there. It's in Colorado Springs.
Well, Stephen, I plan to go to the U.S. sometime, to go back, actually, because it's one thing to be there when you're 15 and you turn 16 and you're not allowed to do a lot of things. And when it's September 11 and you cannot go to New York because your parents are in panic here.
Well, yeah. Yep.
And that's another thing when you're already adults.
Is you make your own decisions?
Yeah.
To drive really fast in cars?
To drive really fast, to travel wherever you want.
Come on.
This the place that you described kind of reminded me of Karahunj.
Karahunj. Okay, cool.
Here
we go.
Which is one of the most ancient observatories in the world, considered.
Observatory to
observe stars.
The sky.
Yeah. It's like Stonehenge in Great Britain.
Sure.
Well, Karahunj is located in Sunik province, which is located 4 kilometers south of the city of Goris.
Okay.
And it has stones located in certain spots, and the guide, whenever they take a tour to Karahunj, the guide explains how people at that time, when they didn't have a clock or a watch, how they could figure out what time it is and when it would get dark, and then observing the stars, etc. So it's quite interesting.
Okay.
So that's another place that I would suggest you.
How far away is that? If I want to take how would I get there? Could I get there by train?
No, there are certain buses going there to Goris for sure.
And then just walk 4 kilometers. That's not very far.
Well, if you like walking and hiking, then sure, go ahead.
Okay.
It will take about 3 hours approximately to get from Yerevan.
Not very far. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for shedding light on. This is what we will call our night visits. If you want to make a visit at night, I was thinking while you were telling me at Garden of the Gods, I don't really know why it's called Garden of the Gods historically, but it feels, if you walk around at night especially, you can, because it's not like a giant city in Colorado Springs, you can see a lot of stars still.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
The places where you can't see the stars, it's only that way because there's a giant rock formation in the way of the sky, and so you're kind of walking around it. It feels like you're kind of like almost among these kind of weird gods that are just standing over you and saying, "We're here to protect you. We're not going anywhere.
We're strong as stones."
Yeah. Well, they are.
Godstones.
Godstones.
Wow, we have a new word here. Crossstones. Crossstones versus Godstones.
What's a crossstone?
Crossstone is Khachkar.
Khachkar.
Crossstone.
A crossstone. This is a godstone.
And there is a place in Gerard-Kunik region where Sevan is located.
Yes.
And there is this place called Noraduz where you can find like a huge territory. It's like a cemetery of Khachkars. They have like
where they cut it out of the rock.
Yes. They are a cross carved in a stone. Ooh. This is what it means, Khachkar. So there are like over 30,000 examples of Khachkar, different Khachkars that represent different periods of history and time. So they're quite old ones that have already like faded ornaments on it, and also a little bit new, comparably new ones. So it's quite interesting. Another spot to visit, maybe in summer for our
you.
tourists.
And for our tourists, can you say the name one more time?
Nora Duz.
Nora Duz. And Adus, what does that mean?
Nora Duz, it's just a region. Nora Duz, I'm not sure what it means. But it's located in Gerardkunike region, where Lake Sevan is located. And I think next, when we come in, we can talk about Lake Sevan, because this is where my holiday house is located. Well, it's near, on the way to Lake Sevan.
That is a good thing
It's one of the best. Yes, you're always welcome, by the way, to visit there. And I think we'll go there during summer.
I think that's a great idea.
Of course. So next we will talk about that, because it's one of my favorite places in Armenia, Lake Sevan.
Which is not far away, but we'll talk about it when we come back.
Yeah.
Right now we're going to listen to Love. Don't go away. We're here until 11 p.m.
And don't forget to call us 56.
You have to tell me your favorite place.
560901, and watch us live on www.radioron.fm.
Love, could you searching for?
And to answer the question,
with your heart.
what are you searching for? Ina is going to tell us about the magic of Lake Sevan.
Well, first of all, Stephen, as I mentioned before, I'd like to say that Lake Sevan is one of my favorite places in Armenia, because, for me, it's Sea Sevan.
It's Sea Sevan. Okay, all right.
It's the Armenian Sea. And second of all, I'd like to mention that I learned to swim there by myself.
Whoa. Someone just threw you in? And you were
kind
like,
of. And then
and then you started swimming.
And I'd like to say that's not even salty, so
So it's hard.
It's hard.
You don't float very easily in a non-salty sea.
Exactly. But I managed to learn swimming there, and it's good. I have kind of special relationship with Lake Sevan, and I'd like to reveal a special secret of my own, like a personal secret that I have with Lake Sevan.
Okay.
Whenever I swim in it, I talk to it.
You talk to the lake?
And
you say, lake.
Yeah.
What do you say? What kind of things do you say to the
Hey
lake?
Hello, lake. I've been missing you. How do you feel? Yep. And it answers me.
How does it answer you? What does it say? It says, I feel kind of stormy today.
Yeah.
That's why I have such big waves.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a real dialogue. Yeah. And for those who would like to visit Armenia and like to travel, and for tourists, I'd like to add some information about Sevan.
Great.
Lake Sevan is the largest water in Armenia and in Caucasus region. It is one of the largest freshwater high-altitude lakes in Eurasia. Yeah. It is situated in the central part of Armenia, in Gerardkunike province region, at the altitude of 1,900 meters above the sea level.
People say that the sun at Lake Sevan is quite brutal. You have to be kind of careful when you go there.
True.
Make sure you bring sunscreen, because you could get burnt quite easily.
Definitely, that's for sure.
Okay.
Lake Sevan provides 90% of the fish and 80% of the crayfish that is catched in Armenia.
Oh.
That's worthy to mention. And in Sevan, I love the church at the peninsula.
Okay.
That's Sevan.
Can you tell me about it?
I always go there when I visit Sevan. Like, there are a lot of steps to climb before you eventually reach this
Is it kind
monastery.
of like Garni? I went to Garni. And those steps.
Well, it's a bit different because it's a long way. Yeah, it's a church.
It's not a temple.
And it's really special to me because, during my personal, well, maybe hard times.
The battles of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to visit this church and I felt kind of relaxed. I felt peace there. So for those who intend to visit Yerevan Mars and to visit Sevan, I'll recommend to visit the church as well.
Now that you have told me about this magical place, I would like to tell you about a magical place in Colorado.
Sure.
Which is called the
Go
Great
ahead.
Sand Dunes National Park. So Colorado, I don't know if you have a picture of Colorado in your mind, but it's kind of divided in half. Because we have the Continental Divide in Colorado, meaning that the highest mountains in continental America are in Colorado. And the rivers all flow from the center of Colorado out to, the Mississippi and out in on the other side to the Pacific Ocean.
I've seen Mississippi.
You've seen the Mississippi?
Yeah.
It's a cool river, huh?
Could you please remind me what states it goes like?
Mississippi?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
a
not
lot of
only
them. It's not only Mississippi.
Where's the famous arch?
That's in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in St. Louis
And you saw the
I
Mississippi
think
there.
yeah, and I think I saw it there.
Okay. I don't quite remember. I've been to St. Louis as well, but I don't remember seeing the river there, and I don't know if it is the Mississippi, but it very well could be.
Yeah.
Because that should be where the Mississippi is running.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to talk about something
sure.
entirely different, and that is the Great Sand Dunes National Park. The mountains in Colorado is what most people think of. When you say Colorado, people say, oh, Aspen, oh, Breckenridge, oh, Keystone, all of these mountainous places, Estes Park. But there is this tucked away, giant 7,700 hectare pile of sand.
That's big.
Yeah. Just a giant pile of sand which has been collecting over the past 440,000 years in one spot. And it's amazing because you can walk into it, deep into it, and feel like you're surrounded by just desert. Just only sand. However, on the other side, like if you talk about like the panorama around you, you're surrounded also by mountains. So it's like you're in this weird desert that seems kind of like, I don't know, the Sahara. And behind all of these dunes, you see these giant mountains. And I also talk to the sand dunes when I go there. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had some amazing experiences
Give
there.
5.
Yep, here we go.
There you go. As Armenians, we're used to the rocks and mountain views, so I guess I'd feel really comfortable if I was there.
You probably would. When I was a child, we went there with a Boy Scout trip.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a Boy Scout master,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in the Boy Scouts, and we went there one year because one of our other masters was way into stars, and it turned out that this year there was going to be a giant meteor shower, and we went out there. The sand dunes is located in the San Luis Valley, where the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, which is the Blood of Christ Mountains, are.
Wow.
And up there are like no cities. The closest city is quite far away. It's like 20 kilometers away.
Is it like a hiking place?
It's a tiny city. You can hike in the sand dunes. You can hike around the sand dunes.
Yeah.
All of that area, that whole valley is filled with lots and lots and lots of hiking trails. But this area has so little city light that the stars are unbelievable. The Milky Way is like this big white belt that stretches across the sky.
I love that scene.
I remember I have this childhood memory of waking up in the middle of the night. My father came and said, Steven, it's time to wake up. You have to come to watch the meteor shower. And I was like, Dad, don't wake me up. I'm going to sleep. And he pulled me out of my tent, and I went outside, and there were like, I don't remember what the statistics were, but there were something like 30 meteors falling every second.
Oh,
and the
that's
whole
awesome. Did you make a wish?
sky, how could I? There were so many. The whole sky was filled with shooting stars. Can you imagine
That's
walking
awesome.
out and
I
looking
love
up
that
and
scene.
there's like a big disco party in the sky.
And you know, my dad was introducing me to all the Milky Way and the big Big Bear, and how do you say
Yeah, Big Bear is one of the constellations.
Yeah, I remember asking my dad, why is it called that way? Why is it Milky Way?
Yeah.
And the Big Bear and stuff.
And what did he say?
And I don't remember the answer.
Oh, come on.
But it was something I think that he made up at that moment because. Well,
Well, that's maybe why how those stories came about anyway.
Yeah, because he loved to tell all kinds of fairy tales that he made up himself. So this is kind of one of my childhood favorite memories, maybe.
Here we are, sharing our favorite childhood memories and favorite places of our respective homelands here on Amerikan in Yerevan.
I always loved to go places with my dad, with him and I only, because it was always fun. I had always interesting stories, fun stories, and I always had like all the candies that I wanted and the chewing gum
that's
that
it.
you would never get if
Mom was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom would be like, "What about your health? It's not good for you."
That's so
and
boring.
dads are all the same. They're all the same. But as Robin Thicke would say, teach you a lesson. Your mom is able to teach you a lesson, which
I
is
like
the song that we're going to listen
Is
to
it
right
thick
now.
or
Teach you a lesson.
thicky?
Oh, is it thicky?
How do you? Yeah,
I think it's. I
Thicky?
used to say thick.
Yeah.
Robin Thicke is going to sing for us. Teach you a lesson. Which is something. And yes,
if you'd like to teach us a lesson about
Yes.
Armenia or maybe America,
maybe
why
you
not?
have a story to tell about
Sure.
Colorado, some kind of Colorado experience you've had.
Go ahead and call us 560901, and if you're calling from abroad, it's plus 374
10
yeah
560901.
You smell so good. Radio One.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Amerikan in Yerevan.
Well, there is one place in Yerevan that I myself can recommend to anyone who has recently come here and is not staying for a super long time.
It could be even recommended as a sightseeing place.
It could
right?
be, yeah, definitely. It's a place to see.
Sights, views.
It's a yeah. I'm trying to remember now. On the American highway system, there are these places called viewpoints. Points for looking, points of interest. That's what it's called.
Yep.
Points of interest where you're like driving along the highway and you see this sign. This is point of interest in 1.5 miles. Turn right, and you can turn right and go off and learn something about the place that you're currently in and see something pretty amazing. And most of the time, it's a really great thing to do. So if you're taking a road trip in America, this is what you should do. But if you're taking a trip to, we have a caller.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello. Who is this?
Who are we speaking with?
Lilith is speaking.
Lilith, hello again.
Lily, do you know what kind of views you can see from Mosaic Sky Restaurant?
Have you been to Mosaic Sky Restaurant, Lilith?
Yes, I have.
You have?
So
Nice. So tell us about it.
Last year with my friends.
So you should have the answer. What kind of views can you see from the windows, from the big?
Okay. If I remember right, if my memory serves me right, you can see all the Yerevan, and it's very nice in the night when all the lights are turned on. Sorry.
Yeah.
And it's really amazing view from Mosaic Sky.
That's right. And also we have Mountain Ararat.
Ararat.
Yeah, but I have been there in the night and I couldn't see.
Oh, it was hard to see.
Unfortunately.
I see.
Right.
So the
Next
best time to
time-
go there is during the sunset, I think. So you can get a view of the mountains
Romantic.
and then see all of the lights turn on.
Okay,
And-
I will.
Okay, next time make sure you
Okay.
visit. Okay.
Thanks, I will.
Lily, do you have a song you'd like to listen to? Wait.
No.
You
Yeah,
called.
Yeah.
So
The sides.
maybe you have a secret to tell me about Armenia, something that I should go see.
Steven, have
Yes.
you ever been to Tatev Monastery?
I have not.
You have not.
I know.
You
I'm
should.
ashamed.
You
but-
have to, because it's an amazing place. You know, I opened this place for myself almost 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there before that time, and it was really an amazing place. You can feel all the nature. You can feel all the fresh air, and it has an amazing view of mountains, of
A peaceful view.
yes, it's a very peaceful view, and you can really enjoy it. You should go there.
It is definitely on my list. There are lots of things on my list, and it's not getting shorter by any means. But Tatev is right at the top of it, because I know that there is also the longest gondola in the world
Yeah,
located
the longest
in Tatev.
the world.
Aerial ropeway. Yeah.
Aerial ropeway, which is
It
the
is
international word for gondola.
It is like it is registered in
The Guinness Book of World Records. I know.
Yeah.
And Steven,
cool.
I think
Steven
that
knows
you should
everything.
Go during the summer period or during the spring period, because everything is green and it's really very nice. Or you can go during the autumn, because autumn in Armenia is very nice.
Colorful. It's a colorful
Yes,
autumn, I think.
it's a colorful.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
So you
Maybe I
should
can go both
there.
in summer and the autumn. What do you think? Do you think I can splurge and take both a trip in the summer and in the autumn?
Definitely. I think yes.
The dreams I have.
Well, Lily, thanks for
my
sharing
future.
Tatev, because it is one of my favorite places in Armenia as well. So thanks for sharing your favorite
You are
side.
welcome.
And is
You're
there a
welcome.
song you would like to listen to tonight?
I think it will be nice to listen to Stevie Wonder, because today's his
Stevie's birthday.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Happy
he's
birthday.
Happy birthday,
One of
Stevie.
my favorite
Stevie.
singers. I love all his works, so you can turn whatever you want.
It's our choice. Thanks, Lilith. That's awesome. Okay, all right. We're going to pick one right
Thank you,
now.
guys.
Thank you for
I wish
calling.
So he was
We wish
born-
you an amazing Friday. Here, Ina's going to tell us some fun facts about Stevie Wonder.
He was born in 1950, so he turned
66?
66.
Yeah.
66.
And you know, Stephen and Lilith,
Yes.
one of my dreams is to be present at his concert. So
Yeah.
please,
Please, Stevie Wonder,
Stevie.
come to
Come
Armenia.
to Armenia.
or at least to Georgia.
No, Ina.
At least.
Ina. We have to edit
Georgia.
that out.
To Armenia.
You have to come to Armenia.
That's why I
We
said
have
at
amazing
least.
venues in Armenia, both places in nature and in our UFO. You can come to the UFO and play at the UFO, which would be
Yeah.
great.
You know, guys, also I can advise you to write him a letter.
Oh,
You can write him a letter.
do you have his
Yeah.
address?
You can tell him about Armenia, about our sightseeing.
Lily, there was a question here. Do
you have
his
his address, Lilith?
No, I don't have, unfortunately. But I think that almost we can find his manager's email or something
Okay,
like
please
this.
please work on that.
Yeah, will
From
you
now on.
will you get busy on that, Lilith? And we'll be here. If you need letterhead from Radio Von, we can print out your letter and send it to him.
Okay, so I will find and then I will let you know.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
And can I order a song, Steven? Steven, can
Can
I
you
order
order a
Steven's song?
Oh, you want to order a Stevie Wonder
Yeah.
song? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, let's hear it.
It's Love is All in Love is Fair, maybe.
Yes, one
All
of,
in
one
Love
of my
is
favorite
Fair.
songs. All
Yes,
love is
okay, all
fair.
right. Here it comes.
Uh,
Lili, thank you for calling. It's always a pleasure speaking with you here, and thank you for the advice to go to Tatev. I will do that in the
Yeah,
very
we have to
very
organize a
near
trip for
future.
Steven, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Steven.
we're gonna take a
Thank
big
you,
trip
guys.
all over Armenia.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
can also congratulate Steven because today is Anna Maria's
I
Steven's
became a 1-year-old
daughter's-
baby daddy today.
Yeah.
Wow! I wish her wealth. I wish her health.
Yeah.
And all the best in the world.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
Thank you. It's definitely a great night tonight. We have plenty of celebrations going on here on Radio Van 103.0. And I'd like to remind you that you could watch us live on www.radiovan.fm. Jamala representing Eurovision this year. She's definitely among one of my favorites. She represents the song 1944, and there is a bit of history in that. And I would like to tell that her mom is Armenian.
Her mom is Armenian.
And she represents Ukraine this year. And this is an awesome song. And we were listening to a remix of this song. And she performed number 13, I think, in the second semifinal. And I wish good luck to everyone, of course. But most of all, I wish good luck and we all cross our fingers for Yvette Mukuchan, who's gonna present Armenia in the final under number 26.
Number 26.
Yeah, she's gonna be the last performer of the contest.
So don't forget, if you are living abroad and you are able to vote from a different country, you should vote for Yvette Mukuchan.
Yes.
In the finals,
Yvette
number 26.
Mukuchan in the finals. And she has been considered to be the most beautiful contestant of Eurovision 2016, for which we should be, I think, really proud, because she is definitely an amazing woman performing on a stage. And Yvette, good luck to you. We send all our best and positive energy, so you don't worry about your performance.
Just sing your heart out.
And this is a good thing that she performs the last one, because the impressions will still be fresh.
That's how it is, huh?
For the people who are watching, and also who are lucky to be present at Stockholm Eurovision 2006 music contest.
As always, it has been a pleasure here on American in Yerevan with you, Ina MK.
And with you, Steven Oxner, our 1-year-old girl's daddy, Anna Maria's daddy. Once again, we had a great night tonight, to be honest, dear listeners. I'm going to reveal a secret to you. We had a great celebration tonight.
We've been dancing our hearts out.
We have been dancing. We've been saying toast to all the birthday people tonight, which is Anna Maria, first of all, Steven's daughter, Stevie Wonder, of course,
Della Oxner, my niece,
Steven's niece, also Steven's student, who has also birthday tonight. It was an awesome night. We had fun, and we hope that you are having a great Friday night tonight, despite that it is Friday the 13th, considered Black Friday. Some people's opinion, it is like a bad luck day, but for me personally, number 13 is a number of luck, because I was born on on Friday 13th as well. So let's not pay attention to numbers, superstitions, and any other signs. Just enjoy every day and be happy.
And you, dear listener, do not pay any attention to the fact that we are leaving the studio now, because open night is coming up next with our very own Glumov. Glumov, having recently returned from Artsakh.
Yeah, he's the man.
He is the man.
He's the man.
If there is one Armenian man that I know,
that we all know,
man with a big capital M,
and
that is Gor Glumov.
Gor Glumov, we love you, and we wish you a great show tonight on air. And we hope that peace will be in everybody's hearts and on every border in the world.
Yes.
Right.
As always, you can listen to our English-speaking show, American in Yerevan, every Wednesday and Friday from 9 to 11 p.m. here on 103.0 Radio Van.
With Steven Oxner.
And Ina MK.
Do not forget to like our page and to follow us live on www.radiovan.fm.
Радио Ван.